Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a quick little kind of review on the new, but not the newest item on the market, the new NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Now I did film a slight review on it, or initial impressions more to say, but I got the wrong color. So before I get into this video, I want to go back and let you guys see what my initial impressions of the video was right here. I was watching Jackie Ina's review, and she made a comment saying that it's a good thing that it was kind of hard to find your shade, because there are so many shades that may actually match you, but you just can't tell because the undertone in it is so slightly different from one to the other that it's kind of difficult to kind of see like what exactly your shade is. So I think I am going to be in the color Mocha, and I've had like 3 or 2 other shades that were probably good matches, but based on the undertone, I think this one is a little bit more me. Alyssa, actually the one who helped create this, was saying that the foundation works best with moisturized skin underneath. So I'm going to put on a moisturizer, which is just like a little Trader Joe's moisturizer that I have. I'm going to put it all over my face. My skin is like oily and dry, like in some areas, but mostly oily. Hopefully this foundation will work good on me. Also, some people were saying, well, not quite a few, but some people were saying that they had issues with the foundation bringing out their dry patches, and it was really drying on the face. So that was based off of the reviews that I saw from YouTube and also online at Ulta. But I think the majority of people liked it, and some people who were saying like it was drying had to find a way to make it work for them. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try this shade. Again, I'm going to try to use the shade Mocha. So I'm going to shake it, and I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to apply. When I was trying to match my color in the store, I was kind of like, one pump is really a lot of product, so you really don't even need much of it. Now typically whenever I do or try to find a foundation, I go based off if it matches my hand, because my hand and my face are pretty much the same color. So I don't do like the whole neck thing, especially if I'm in the store. I don't really like try to swipe it on my neck and all that stuff. It's just a little bit too much. Now that was 2 pumps, and I have like a lot on my hand that kind of just got in there. But this is 1 or like maybe 1.5 pumps of foundation. So it did actually a really good job of putting down a good first layer. It's not drying at all, at least not yet. And it pretty much matches. Like my neck is like a little darker, so that's why I really don't go based off of my neck, because my neck is like darker but my chest is lighter. The foundation actually looks pretty good, and it's not full coverage because I still see some little marks peeping through, but it does give good coverage. So yeah, it's medium. I'm gonna probably say it's probably medium to full if you build it up. I'm gonna put 1 more pump on there. Okay guys, so I have it on my face now. I have 2 layers on. I think it's pretty much giving good coverage. So that is how that looks. Don't mind my little breakout I have going on here. I don't know what is going on my face. Like, I've never had this many pimples on my face at once, like in a long ass time. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so I'm going to let it set for a little bit and see if it like dries down or if anything else changes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back, and it's been about 45 minutes since I put on the foundation. So just a quick review. I don't know, I kind of feel like the shade is a little bit too red for me. Looking in the mirror, it's a little too red, and it does not oxidize. From what I'm noticing, it does not oxidize. So however it looks when you put it on initially, it's kind of, I mean, not per se initially, but when you like dab it in and it gets dry, the color really doesn't change much, which is not a bad thing, but I noticed it doesn't really change much. So I think it's a little bit too red, or maybe just too dark in general, so maybe I need to go like a shade up. I just feel like the shade is too dark slightly, but I think the undertone fits me. So I just maybe need to go up a couple of shades, which I'm kind of surprised. So I'm gonna go back to the store maybe and then see if I can find a different shade that's with the same undertone, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna try to go up a couple of shades. Overall, as far as the foundation, how it wears, I still don't get that drying feel. So it's not dry at all. My face doesn't feel like hard to move or anything like that. I did notice when I was putting it on, which probably is a little bit of my fault too, but I noticed like I get really dry like right here in my forehead, especially like in between my eyebrows. I mean, like just right in this area, I get really super dry all the time. And I noticed that once I put on the foundation, this got a little like more flaky, and I get really flaky there anyway. But once I put the foundation on, I did notice just right here in this area, the only spot is where it got a little bit flaky for me. So I will say that. But overall, I like the foundation. It does look hella matte, like it looks super matte, and I really like it. Like, it feels good on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I can barely tell I have anything on my face. Like, it feels really lightweight. The only thing is I need to get a better color. So maybe what I'll do, because I was actually comparing this color to my other foundations, so what I'll probably do is when I go back to the store, so I'll get like my whatever foundation I have, like that they have in Ulta. So maybe my Maybelline foundation, I'll get that, and then when I go to the store in Ulta, I'll look for the Maybelline shade, and then I'll just go ahead and compare it to the NYX foundation and then go from there. Because I really like this foundation. I really like how it's so matte. It feels so good on the skin. It's not heavy at all. Like, it's super lightweight, and I'm really kind of surprised how lightweight it is. It doesn't feel hard, it doesn't feel crunchy. It just has, like, you know, the ability to kind of bring out in certain areas where, like, it's, the thing is, I'm dry, so I am combination to oily, but I'm super dry here. Like, I'm dry in some other places, but I'm really dry here all the time. So because this is where I tend to be a little bit more dry at, maybe that's what the foundation will do, is bring out, because it is a matte foundation, it's meant to make your skin really matte, like super matte. So maybe that is what like a side effect of the foundation will be. But to me, maybe I just need to like exfoliate a little bit better here before I put this on, and moisturize a little bit more also, to be able to not have that issue once I do put the foundation on. The price of this is $14.99, so you can get it at Ulta, and if you have the little $3 coupon thingy, then you can definitely just pay, well, no, it has to be before tax. So get that, something else like something cheap or whatever, like one of the little travel size something, and then you can maybe get that for free or get $3 off your total purchase. So yeah, that's what I did. So just giving you a little tip. I would rate this I would give this a 9. This is maybe once I do, and if I do find the right color for me, this will probably be one of my favorite drugstore foundations. Okay, so now that you've seen that, now obviously that color was too dark, so I went back and exchanged it. And like I said in the video, I was gonna go back to the store to Ulta, and then I was gonna get a foundation in the color that I know I wear and compare it that way so that I can have a better idea of what to get. So I ended up getting the color here, which is Sienna, and I'm hoping that it's going to work. And it's my first time using this color, so I'm hoping that it is the right color because I do not feel like going back to Ulta again to switch the color. So I'm going to first moisturize my face. Not really moisturize it, but I'm going to use a primer. Maybelline Master Prime here. This is the Blur and Redness Control Primer. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit. I tend to film too late at night. I don't know. It's a bad thing. I'm going to go ahead and use a damp beauty blender. Now, one thing I was kind of confused about with this whole launch was I've heard people say that the foundation was drying. Okay. And it is a matte foundation. It's supposed to be full coverage from what it says on the bottle. But it also came out with a primer, but I don't know if it's supposed to use in combination with each other, because a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, a few people that I've seen use this plus the primer. I guess it makes it super dry and like makes your skin patchy, or makes, from what I've seen from other people, it's made their skin really patchy. So I'm not sure if the two are supposed to be used in combination with each other, but watching Alyssa Ashley's video of her talking about the foundation, you're supposed to use it with a moisturizing primer, or that's what she says works best for her. So maybe, I don't know that's the part I'm kind of confused about. I don't know if it's meant to be like that or if it's meant to be together, or I guess it depends on the person. I'm not sure, but I did not get the primer because I don't really need anything more drying. I'm really hoping this is my skin complexion. And like I said in the video that I filmed initially, it is hard to find the color that you need, because the color that I had the first time seemed like it was actually my skin color. Like it was, let me pump another pump on here, because it was literally like the same color as my skin, literally how it looked in the bottle. But it was not. So hopefully this one works. I compared this one to my Maybelline foundation, which you can also get from Ulta. The was it the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and that one was this Sienna one, and that one was pretty close. And even still, it seemed as though there were a couple of other colors in the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation that still could have even matched that Maybelline one. So I just got what looked like, you know, with my best fit. So I just wanted to try this one on, just to be a little bit more thorough with that video, because I didn't want to just upload that video and then it be the end of it with my dark foundation on my face. So this looks a lot better. Looking in the mirror and looking in the viewfinder, it looks a little bit more, it looks a little bit lighter in person than it does on the camera. On the camera it looks like it's like literally perfect. Here it looks just a little bit lighter, but still I'm trying to, let me make it closer to the light, maybe you can tell. It looks a little bit lighter. the further I'm away, the darker it looks. So I'm trying to get a little bit closer so you guys can tell better. But yeah, so with like 3 pumps, I was able to get my whole entire face covered. Like I said in the video before, this one is still feeling very nice on my skin so far. It doesn't feel dry. It doesn't look patchy. I'm trying to get close up so I can see without the mirror being all in the viewfinder. I could maybe go a shade darker, but I can work with this foundation, so I'm not even going to bother going back to Ulta at this point because it's already my 2nd time going back. But, and again, I think it's best to use a hydrating moisturizer from what Alicia Ashley said, especially if you have dry skin like I do, or maybe dry combination skin. Because like here, I always get dry, like especially right here and like in this area, like eyebrows and like nose area. And that's where I was kind of more so looking to see if those places were a little bit more dry. And as far as I'm seeing right now, it's not really bringing out my dry spots, so that's a good thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like I was watching somebody else, like I said in the other video, it's a good thing for it to be hard to find your shade, because you don't want, you know, for there to only be like 10 shades of foundations and then you only have like 2 to choose from, or 1 to choose from, or none to choose from. So I'm not complaining about, you know, that part, but it's kind of hard to find your shade in this color, in this foundation. And I think some of the pictures are also kind of misleading, in my opinion. That's just me though. I feel like the girl who was wearing this foundation, this color foundation, was actually lighter than me looking at the picture. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not super like a makeup guru or anything like that, so maybe someone can explain it to me as to, you know, how to better find foundations. That's pretty much all I have to say, guys. I hope you guys liked the video, and let me know if you tried the foundation. Let me know what you think. And I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this foundation, so let me know what you think, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Also, please subscribe, please comment, please like the video, and I will greatly appreciate it. And if you guys have any ideas of videos to do, please let me know. Go ahead and keep a lookout for my next video, because it's going to be a little mini Sephora haul slash using some new makeup products, and I'm super excited to use them because I've just been hoarding them until I was able to use them. Just go ahead and keep a lookout for that, and that should be my next makeup upload. Also, I'm gonna have a Vegas birthday vlog, a little mini compilation, because a lot of stuff I couldn't film in the vlog because we were in Vegas. So, you know, some stuff you just can't film while you're in Vegas. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. Also, like I said, please subscribe, please like, please comment, and I would greatly appreciate it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Like when I catch them out the corner of the